Headlight lenses oxidize and turn yellow over time from UV exposure, dramatically reducing light output by up to 50% and creating a safety hazard. But you can restore them to near new clarity using toothpaste and a few minutes of polishing, though the results only last weeks unless you protect the lens properly afterward. According to automotive detailing experts and headlight restoration testing, the real solution isn't the initial cleaning with household items like toothpaste, baking soda, or bug spray, which temporarily improve appearance. It's the critical final step of applying UV protective clear coat that prevents reoxidation. Without protection, any cleaning method, whether professional or DIY, only lasts 1 to 3 months before yellowing returns. But with proper UV sealer application, restoration can last 2 years or more. Independent testing by automotive product reviewers compared various DIY methods, including toothpaste, baking soda paste, vinegar, and commercial kits, finding that while most cleaning methods achieve similar initial results by mechanically removing the oxidized surface layer, long-term success depends entirely on the protective coating applied afterward. Professional headlight restoration services charge $50 to $150 per vehicle and use the exact same mechanical polishing process as DIY methods, but finish with professional-grade UV clear coat. The difference between a 2-week fix and a 2-year fix is literally a $5 can of clear coat. Keep watching, because I'm going to explain why headlights yellow, show you the most effective DIY cleaning method using items you already own, reveal the critical protection step that makes restoration permanent, and calculate the cost comparison between DIY and professional restoration. Hey, if you like this kind of straight-to-the-point content with no BS, help me out here. Subscribe to the channel right now. It takes 2 seconds and guarantees you won't miss any tips that could save you some serious cash. Let me start by explaining why headlight lenses yellow and why this problem is nearly universal on vehicles over 5 years old. Modern headlight lenses are made of polycarbonate plastic rather than glass because polycarbonate is lighter, more impact-resistant, and can be molded into complex aerodynamic shapes. However, polycarbonate is susceptible to UV degradation. When manufactured, headlight lenses receive a factory-applied UV protective coating on the outer surface. This coating blocks ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Over time, this protective coating breaks down from constant sun exposure, road debris impact, car wash chemicals, and environmental contaminants. Once the coating fails, UV radiation directly attacks the polycarbonate plastic underneath, causing oxidation. The plastic surface becomes rough and porous at a microscopic level, appearing yellow or cloudy to the eye. This oxidation layer scatters light rather than allowing it to pass through clearly, dramatically reducing headlight output. Testing by automotive lighting specialists shows that severely oxidized headlights can reduce light output by 40 to 60% compared to new lenses. This creates a serious safety hazard for night driving and also fails vehicle safety inspections in some states. The yellowing affects all polycarbonate headlights regardless of vehicle make or model. Premium vehicles with expensive headlight assemblies yellow just like economy cars because they use the same polycarbonate material. New headlight assemblies cost anywhere from $150 for basic economy vehicles to over $1,000 for luxury or performance vehicles with complex LED or HID systems, making restoration an attractive option. Now, let me explain why toothpaste and similar abrasives work as cleaning agents. Toothpaste contains mild abrasives designed to polish teeth without damaging enamel. These same abrasives, typically hydrated silica or calcium carbonate, mechanically polish the oxidized layer off plastic. When you scrub toothpaste on a yellowed headlight with moderate pressure, the abrasives remove the damaged surface layer, revealing clearer plastic underneath. This is mechanical polishing, the same principle professional restoration uses, but with different abrasives. Other household items that work similarly include baking soda mixed with water to form a paste, which provides mild abrasive action. Some people claim success with bug spray containing DEET, though this works through chemical softening of the plastic rather than mechanical removal and can potentially damage the lens if left on too long. The key point is that any mild abrasive can remove surface oxidation. Toothpaste works, baking soda works, commercial plastic polish works, even fine grit sandpaper works if used carefully. The cleaning method isn't the secret, it's just mechanical removal of damaged material. Now let me walk through the complete restoration process, including the critical protection step. Step 1 is cleaning the headlight thoroughly. Wash with car soap and water to remove dirt, road film, and debris. Dry completely. Masking is optional but recommended. Use painter's tape to mask the paint, trim, and rubber seals around the headlight to prevent accidental damage during polishing. Step 2 is the polishing process using toothpaste. Use regular white toothpaste, not gel. The paste type contains the abrasives needed. Apply a generous amount directly to the headlight lens. Use a damp microfiber cloth, sponge, or even an old toothbrush for textured lenses. Scrub in circular motions with moderate pressure for 2 to 5 minutes per headlight. You'll see the yellowed residue coming off onto your cloth. Rinse with water and inspect. If still yellow, repeat. Most moderately oxidized headlights clear up after 1 or 2 applications. For severely oxidized lenses, you may need to use wet sandpaper. Start with 1000 grit wet sandpaper. Keep the surface wet and sand in straight lines horizontally, then vertically, never circular. Progress to 2000 grit, then 3000 grit if available. This removes more material but achieves better clarity on heavily damaged lenses. After sanding, polish with toothpaste to remove sanding marks. Step 3 is cleaning all residue. Wash the headlight thoroughly to remove all toothpaste and polishing residue. Dry completely. This is critical because any residue will interfere with the protective coating. Step 4 is the protection step that determines long-term success. This is what most DIY guides skip, causing the yellowing to return in weeks. The polishing process removes the oxidized layer but also removes any remaining factory UV coating. The bare polycarbonate is now extremely vulnerable to UV damage and will yellow again in 1 to 3 months without protection. You must apply a UV protective clear coat. Several products work. Automotive clear coat spray available at auto parts stores for $5 to $10 per can. Apply 2 to 3 light coats following can directions, allowing proper drying time between coats. Specialized headlight sealant products like Magyar's Keep Clear Headlight Coating or 3M Headlight Clear Coat. These are formulated specifically for headlights and cost $10 to $15. Apply according to product instructions. For maximum durability, use 2-part ceramic coating designed for headlights. These cost $20 to $40 but can last 3 to 5 years. The application technique for protective coating is crucial. Work in a well-ventilated area away from dust. Clean the lens one final time with isopropyl alcohol to remove any oils or residue. Let it dry completely. Hold the spray can 8 to 12 inches from the lens. Apply thin, even coats, slightly overlapping each pass. Do not apply thick coats or runs will develop. 2 to 3 thin coats provide better protection than 1 thick coat. Let each coat dry for the time specified on the product, typically 10 to 15 minutes. Allow the final coat to cure fully, usually 24 hours, before exposing to weather or driving. Now, let me address common mistakes that cause DIY restoration to fail. Mistake 1 is using gel toothpaste instead of paste. Gel lacks abrasives and does nothing. Mistake 2 is not polishing thoroughly, leaving hazy spots. Mistake 3 is skipping the protection step entirely, which is why most people report yellowing returning quickly. Mistake 4 is applying protective coating over residues or on a wet surface, causing poor adhesion. Mistake 5 is applying coating too thick, causing runs and uneven protection. Mistake 6 is driving or parking in sun immediately after coating before it fully cures, allowing UV damage before protection is established. Results comparison between methods. DIY toothpaste cleaning. Without protection lasts 1 to 3 months before yellowing returns. DIY toothpaste plus proper UV clear coat lasts 18 months to 2 years. Professional restoration service at $80 lasts 2 years if they use quality UV coating, but some cheap services skip this step. New headlight assemblies costing $200 to $1,000 plus labor obviously last longest, but are expensive. The cost breakdown shows DIY is dramatically cheaper. Toothpaste you probably already own is essentially free. If you buy it, $2. Clear coat spray costs $5 to $10. Total DIY cost is $5 to $10 for both headlights. Professional service costs $50 to $150. New assemblies cost $200 to $2,000 for both sides, depending on vehicle. DIY takes 30 minutes to 1 hour for both headlights. Professional service saves time, but costs significantly more. So here's the bottom line. Yellow headlights reduce light output by 40 to 60%, creating safety hazards. Toothpaste or other mild abrasives mechanically remove the oxidized layer, restoring clarity temporarily. The critical step everyone skips is applying UV protective clear coat to prevent reoxidation. Without protection, any cleaning method only lasts weeks. With proper clear coat protection, restoration lasts 2 years. Total DIY cost is under $10 and 30 minutes of work. Professional restoration achieves the same result for $80 to $150. The only difference is the protective coating application. Now you know the complete process, including the protection step that makes restoration permanent rather than temporary.